good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Off the play fake. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So Kennesaw State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Williams looking for a man. Got a man, it's Rogers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And with that, the chain gang will get busy. 1st down, Kennesaw State.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning.
Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Now, he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Complete to the wideout. A pickup of 8. 2nd down coming up.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Looking for room, it's Bennett. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a really good stop on the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Williams will pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. The run from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. To the air, it's Mendoza. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. A quick pass to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Williams looking for a man. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Moss. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gives it on the option. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's
turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bullock. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Finds a little space. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
It's caught downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route, does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cooper. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Wallace.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The toss sweep to the right. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, the tight end's got to do a better job getting his depth on the route. He's running out to the perimeter of the field, but he's got to get further downfield. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, got tackled, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The Hoosiers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire. A strike downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The give on the inside. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Rogers. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now, this Hoosier defense had a complete 180. They went from 101st in points allowed to 6th in just 1 year's time thanks to new scheme, new staff, new players. David, how rare is a turnaround like this?
It's extremely rare, but the system was good because the coach came with them, right? They brought a bunch of guys from JMU, and Kamara, having a guy that was top 5 in the Big Ten in sacks right away, that they played the run, they were physical, they played hard, they played beyond expectations. Looking forward to this season now.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moss. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Quarterback on the keeper. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He'll pull it on the read. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Williams looking for a man. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Hemby. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Touchdown, Indiana! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
They'll run play action. Looking to take a shot. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Williams will pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Running free. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hemby. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's caught. It's Cooper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
They could really use a few yards here on third down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. He's got an open man. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hemby. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself on the draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Indiana.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose.